Hello, all of you beautiful, amazing beings. My name is Larissa and welcome to my YouTube. Today I wanted to talk about my Kundalini awakening story, and I'm really excited to share this story. I absolutely love talking about spirituality. It's one of my favorite topics other than nutrition and health. I mean, to me, the two really go hand in hand, as I've talked about in past videos. And just like my raw vegan journey, my Kundalini awakening story has been one of the most profound experiences that has influenced and shaped my life as it is now for the better. I mean, it's really helped me to evolve and expand my consciousness and to just live the most beautiful and amazing life. It's helped me connect deeper with myself and my soul's purpose, and I've had just some amazing, profound experiences through allowing Kundalini energy to flow through me. And if you're not sure what Kundalini energy is, and if it sounds a little, weird and spiritual to you, basically it's life force energy, creative energy. It's how we are existing, it's where everything in creation comes from. This creative energy of God, basically it's how we exist is because of the existence of Kundalini energy, and we have it in our body that we can learn to cultivate and manipulate through certain practices like breath work and meditation to benefit us. Because most people, if you learn about the chakra system, we have, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, third eye, the crown, and the eighth one that's above the head. And some people say there's more, some people, don't believe in chakras at all. But I've had a lot of experience with working with my own energy centers, and I know they're real because I've experienced them. And there's a lot of scientific studies too that show proof that they're real, because we can actually measure the energy fields of our bodies and of different parts of our bodies. So it's all very, very real. But you can truly only learn the truth of something through experiencing it for yourself. So that's what I highly recommend. Instead of just believing in anything, go out there and actually apply yourself to find the truth for yourself, because that's really the best way, and that's the only way to really know what's true for you. But anyway, most of us are living in survival mode, which is really what the first three energy centers or chakra dictates, is safety, survival, procreation. And because of the societies that we live in that keep us kind of in this survival mode and keep us addicted to certain things, our energy gets really trapped down there and doesn't reach the heart very often for most people. So the Kundalini energy stays stuck down in the first three centers and isn't really moving up to the higher energy centers very often or ever for some people. And we aren't taught how to utilize and manipulate our Kundalini energy for our highest good, which bringing it up, bringing our state out of the survival mode up into the higher energy centers where we can be, feeling the deepest love, expressing ourselves in our truth, and connecting to the divine and receiving messages and guidance from the divine, opening our intuition, which is basically what happens when we bring the energy, the Kundalini energy, up and not keeping it trapped down in survival mode. We need to learn this technique, to really evolve and to thrive and to experience the highest emotions, the highest vibrations, to keep us out of the lower emotions and vibrations, which are also important to experience, but we don't want to stay stuck there. So with this Kundalini energy, we basically experience life through the state of our energy. Our energetic state dictates, our mood, our outlook, our thoughts. And when we take control over these things, then, we can take control over our energy. We can learn how to direct it, where to direct it, how to create, learning how to manifest what we want, what we truly want in our lives. and living a life that we truly want, where we are happy and feeling whole and not needing anything outside of ourselves. So this all comes hand in hand with learning how to direct our energy and take full control over our lives. So I learned a lot of these mindset techniques as well as physical techniques that involve meditation and breath work through the teachings of Dr. Joe Dispenza, where I attended 2 of his week-long advanced retreats in Cancun, Mexico, 2 different times. And wow, like he teaches some profound stuff, like life-changing techniques, life-changing ways of thinking. So I highly recommend reading his books, trying out his meditations, attending a retreat if you can. But you know, if all you can do is just start by meditating, you know, 10 minutes a day and work your way up, like that's still gonna have a huge effect on your life. But basically, I unintentionally and just by accident experienced my Kundalini awakening, my first real experience with my Kundalini energy awakening within me for the first time at the first retreat I attended. And I truly believe that's one of his biggest intentions, is to help people awaken in this way, because he teaches a really specific breathing technique that helps you focus on bringing the energy from your first chakra up into your 6th chakra, which is your pineal gland. And there's many reasons why it's important to do that, why it's a great technique, and I won't get fully into it in this video. Maybe I want to make a video actually teaching you guys how to do this pineal gland activation breath technique, because it's amazing, it's life-changing, and it has so many benefits for so many different reasons. So I'll make a whole video on that in the future. But basically, it helps clear and open all of the energy centers when you practice this and you get it right, which can take, you know, a lot of practice. But luckily at the retreat, we practice it for hours and hours, you know, for a whole week. Like every single day we were practicing this breathing technique. So that helps accelerate the learning process. Like if you're just doing it a few times on your own at home, like it could take, you know, a month or 2 to really get it right. But once you get it right, you know, because basically the way they describe it is you achieve what's called, I guess, a brain or full body orgasm, because an orgasm is really just an explosion of the creative energy in the first and second lower energy centers. That explosive, you know, energy that pulsates through our bodies, but usually just down in those sexual centers, is what we are familiar with experiencing a typical orgasm. But when you bring that same energy up into your brain, you can also experience that same explosive energy in your brain, and it travels through your whole body and through your whole energy field as well. And there's many benefits to achieving this. So thanks to the teachings at the retreat, I was able to achieve this, and it maybe took like 3 or 4 days at the retreat to finally get it right and to finally feel and experience that big explosion of energy. And once it happened for me the first time, then it just became effortless. I can do it anytime I want with the breath technique, or with just tuning into a certain frequency with my eyes closed, my eyes open, standing, sitting, whatever. I can achieve this manipulation and control over my Kundalini energy. And just like I've heard many other people having very amazing experiences in their life happening after opening their energy pathways, after, you know, experiencing a Kundalini awakening, the same has happened for me. And it's been, wow, an absolutely amazing journey since. I mean, even leading up to it, it's like everything has been in alignment. Everything was purposed in order for me to be in the time and place where I was supposed to be, to, you know, I guess, be on that journey, to experience it. And then everything that followed, like, life is just so incredible. Like, it just blows my mind. But essentially, you know, just like with a lot of people, when they experience some sort of spiritual awakening, you know, a big part of their spiritual journey occurring, then things just get easier. Things might get a little harder and then easier and then harder. Like, it's going to be a flow, like a constant flow of ups and downs, but the downs always get easier over time as you grow and evolve and learn the lessons from the past, because you're going to keep repeating the same lessons and hard things until you learn the lesson. Like, that's a huge like key to life, and something that I've experienced for myself, and I've heard many people say the same thing, that, you know, you have to learn these lessons in order to move on. It's a huge part of our growth and evolution cycle here on this planet, but it does get easier over time. It really does, especially if you keep a positive mindset and you look at even the hard times as blessings, because everything is a blessing. Being alive is a blessing, and everything that's difficult that you've ever been through, are going through, or will go through has a purpose. It has something to show you, something that you can learn and grow from. And I'm saying this as a person that 10 years ago, I was at my lowest with my mental health. I was depressed, I had really bad anxiety, and I didn't even want to live. And I didn't think there was ever gonna be this version of me that's so happy and positive and loves life, and, you know, is so happy that I'm still here, because, you know, life was really hard for me back then, but I had to go through that in order to become the person that I am now. So I'm thankful for those times now, and I can look back on them and see so many things that I can learn from. Like, wow, that low vibration and low mindset that I was in, where I didn't have any love for myself, it tuned me into attracting a lot of negative people into my life, negative experiences, and now I know that I create my own reality. So if I want beautiful, vibrant people in my life, I have to be living that for myself. I have to be a beautiful, vibrant person, and I am, because I choose to be, with the thoughts that I think and the actions that I take daily. That's all it really takes. You could transform your life just by changing your thoughts and your actions. Like, that's how you start, and then it just snowballs into a huge life transformation that just keeps getting better and better and better. The more effort you put in, the more you stick to it, the more you're consistent. And so everything that led up to having this Kundalini awakening happen, there was a lot of ups and downs along the way, but I stayed committed and consistent to my spiritual practices. I stayed open to receiving the blessings from the universe, and I believed in myself. I believed that I was going in the right direction for my soul's purpose, and that I would be met with beautiful and amazing experiences. I was excited for the unknown to happen. That's where we receive the deepest blessings, is in the unknown. We can set high goals for ourselves, but if we really want the most profound and most amazing blessings from the universe, we need to just be open to the unknown, to what is beyond we can even perceive as the best blessing that we could think of. Be open to receiving something even greater than you could ever imagine, and miracles will happen all around you. It takes years and years and years of practice to get to this mindset, but it is so worth it, and you can do it too. You can achieve it. So yeah, after I experienced my Kundalini awakening, I had a lot of energy that had been stored in my body my whole lifetime that needed to move through me. So after that, in the beginning, it was really hard to stay still during meditation. It helped me get deeper into my meditations, but my body would start like naturally on its own swirling in like spiral directions. And it was the Kundalini energy moving through me. It's known to be a very spiral shaped energy that moves from the bottom up. And it's symbolically referred to as a coiled snake in a lot of art for that reason. So yeah, that was really interesting to experience for the first time. And that's how I knew like this experience that I was having is so real, is my body is just moving on its own, and we would be doing these really long meditations at the retreat, and my body would be flying around back and forth, and then my head would be pushing back, and my spine wanted to straighten and push back and move the energy up continuously. And I just let it happen. I just fully surrendered and let it do its thing, let it do its healing, releasing. It had been a whole lifetime, a whole 26 or 27 years of this energy that had just been stagnant, so it was an amazing experience to really feel it. That's, like I said, that's the only way you can really see the truth, is through experiencing it. But yeah, over time, this intense movement, maybe after 6 months to a year, started to settle down a little bit, and I noticed that I was finding more stillness in my meditations after that. But sometimes I still get a lot of strong jolts of energy when I'm meditating, especially if I focus on the heart chakra. My chest will pump out, and I'll just feel this explosion of energy. And that's, like I said, it's real. It's really there, moving through me. I can feel it, like an electrical current, an explosion of electricity. And that's what it is. And yeah, basically, life has just been such a interesting experience since. I had one last really hard lesson to learn that actually occurred perfectly right in between the first and second meditation retreat that I attended. It was life testing me to the fullest, when it comes to my dedication to myself, to self-love, to my intuition, trusting my intuition and making the best decisions for myself. I had to go through this one really intense experience to really prove to the universe that I'm ready. I'm ready to embody my highest self and to receive the blessings and the guidance from the universe, and to trust my intuition, and to just go with the flow, to just surrender fully to what the universe has for me in this lifetime. And yeah, it was a beautiful experience that happened in between the first and second retreat that I attended. And then after the second retreat, I felt more ready than ever to just go after certain things that I had been wanting to go after for so long. That's, when I decided, okay, I'm ready to do this nomadic living and traveling thing. I had already been living a little bit nomadically and traveling a little bit before, but this time was full on. And as you guys saw, I was in a lot of different countries this past year, and and then finally too, after being single for a while, which was really nice, I started to feel okay, I think I'm actually ready to meet the person that's fully in alignment with me, and together we can fulfill our soul's purpose. It's just gonna be the perfect divine union. And I was really feeling it within the last couple months is kind of when I decided I was ready. And then right at the most synchronistic time, with the most beautiful experience from the beginning, I met the person that I'm now in a relationship with, which it's still a very new relationship. So, it's still the beginning, and I am loving every moment of discovering this new reality with this new person, and it just feels so amazing. After all the work I've done on myself, especially the evolution that we go through when we're in relationships, the lessons that we learn from them and how we grow from them, I can't express how much gratitude I have for myself, for my highest self, for the universe, for everything that I went through in past relationships that allowed me to achieve this relationship now. That is the one I've been dreaming of. That's the one for the first time, flows effortlessly, and basically meets all the requirements that I have for a partner, because I've learned to set really high standards for people I have in my life, whether it's friends or relationships, anything like that. One of the lessons I've learned along my journey, since I used to be a person lacking self-love and being a people pleaser and just giving all of my energy away, I've learned how important it is for me to set really high standards for those that I allow to share my energy with. And so, and in an intimate relationship, that's like one of the most important ones to have high standards for. So finally, someone that's fully in alignment with that and has so much beautiful love to share with me, and also has high standards, so I meet his as well, where, you know, we keep pushing each other up to keep growing and evolving, and we share a lot of the same interests with like spiritual practices, health, and, you know, staying fit, and we just keep each other accountable and motivate each other a lot. So it's such a relief to finally know that the universe, you know, brought us together in perfect divine timing, because we both have been on such an amazing spiritual growth and health growth, you know, journey. So it really just goes to show, the more you work on yourself, the more you really can achieve anything that your heart desires. And I truly believe in that. And if something's not working out right away for you, that you're trying to manifest, then it's just not the right timing, and there's something better for you out there. Better timing, better situation, better environment, whatever it may be. And just don't lose hope, but also don't have too much attachment to something. The best way to manifest, I've learned, is to just know that you don't need anything outside of yourself. Just be happy and satisfied with your present state now. With whatever you feel like you're lacking, you're not lacking anything. Just know that you are whole, and whatever the future may hold for you is already yours now. So just act and live and feel as if it already is yours now, and that is how you become a magnetic vibrational match to what you're trying to pull into your life. So I like to, you know, think about my future goals and get excited about them, because I know they're happening. I know they're already happening. And I live as if they already are. And then I just move forward with my life and have so much happiness, bliss, and gratitude for what's to come, because it just is, you know? And it's not outside of me. I can experience it within me right now in the present moment. And that's really one of the keys. So try it out. There's a lot of different techniques for manifesting, but through my experience, this is just how I do it, and what I have learned works really, really well. But yeah, I don't like to get stuck on manifesting things. I like to just live my life knowing that everything is being taken care of, everything is in my highest good and the highest good for all, because I choose to always live through my heart. I choose to live in integrity and honesty, and, you know, just put good vibes out there, be a kind human, make good decisions for myself and the collective, and yeah, really just do my best. I'm not perfect. I forgive myself when I make poor decisions or mistakes, or, you know, if I'm having a lazy day or I eat something that's less optimal than my normal diet. You know, I'm not hard on myself at all. I just stay consistent with what I know makes me feel my best, and stay positive, stay happy, get lots of fresh air, sunshine, spend time in nature, move my body, you know, all those things that, you know, keep your vibration high, keep you happy. And yeah, obviously eat lots of fruits and veggies. But yeah, I just wanted to share this experience with you guys. I hope you find it interesting or can relate, or maybe, you know, you're on a spiritual journey as well and are just curious about these topics. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let me know if you want to hear more about these spiritual types of topics, because I have a lot to share. And like I said, I want to share the Kundalini, like pineal gland activation breathing technique with you guys in a future video, because wow, it is life-changing, and I highly recommend making it a part of your daily practice. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, thanks again so much for watching this video and for watching all my videos and giving me lots of love and support. It means so much to me. If you like my videos, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and you can leave a like, leave me comments, check me out on Instagram if you'd like, and I'll see you guys soon for another video. Peace out.